welcome to Top Billing. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us.
You're very welcome.
Let's start at the beginning, the reason why we are here, to celebrate the release of your brand new album. 7 years after your last one, you must be incredibly excited to be releasing new material to your fans.
It is an exciting time, and I have to say the patience is overwhelming to wait. I've waited like 7 years. You know, after I released the last album and winter came, I felt like I needed a break, and the music needed somewhat a break as well. So I took 3 years of a break, a personal break, and so I didn't start working on Dark Sky Island till the spring of 2012.
Tell us a little bit about the album Dark Sky Island.
It's an album with 11 little stories to it, and there is somewhat of a theme going through the album, and it's a journey. Echoes in Rain is talking about the return journey, going home, and it's a long journey. It's from night to day to night, but it's the anticipation and the excitement of getting home.
Dark Sky Island obviously has a literal meaning. Did you pick the title because there's a figurative meaning behind it?
The idea behind this, the song came from Sark Island. It was the first island to be designated Dark Sky Area. There's only 600 people who live there. The only means to get there now is by boat. There are no cars. And it's also at evening time that they control, you know, sort of the light pollution so as you can witness truly a magnificent view of the stars.
Enya sings in Latin, Welsh, Japanese, and her lyricist Roma Ryan even created a language for some tracks. Her fans love her for it, and the proof is in the 80 million albums she's sold.
You mentioned that your fans are very, very patient and they're very excited all at the same time. I've been looking at Facebook comments. One of your fans wrote, "The most mysterious album ever."
Wow.
Do you think that it is something mysterious? And I know that privacy is very important to you. So would you describe your public persona in that manner?
You know, I am a private person, but I'm very open to, you know, sort of my emotions through my music. So in that regard, that is a very sort of personal side of me that I share with everyone, and maybe that's what they sense. This is why people relate to the music, firstly how I write it, but then they seem to interpret their own sort of emotions to the music. It becomes personal to them. So maybe they sort of sense how, you know, important and how, you know, emotional, you know, the music is to me.
And is there any specific song on the album that has a very personal message or a personal story behind it?
All the songs I write are very personal to me, because when I go into the studio, it all starts with me first to write the melody, the song, and I will write really about something that's very personal to me. It can be an inspiration from a beautiful landscape, a country I've been to, a person I met, a story I heard, but I'm not really aware of it when I go to the studio, so it's more a case of it has to kind of evolve for me, and that is a slow process for me to try and capture that emotional sort of feeling with trying to sort of capture it within a strong melody.
You've never formally toured. You've performed live intermittently. Is this going to be the album to break that trend? And how about you come visit us in South Africa?
Now that'd be quite exciting. It's something, you know, that I've always talked about, but because of when I signed with the record company and I had said that I would need 3 years between each album. Because of the success of the first album, the priority was really sort of to go in and work on the next album. And that's really, you know, they sort of had surpassed their sales, so they didn't feel a necessity for me to tour with the album. And that has kind of continued for quite a few years. But I feel after having taken a break for 3 years, and it's something that I would love to hear the rendering of the music on stage. I would love to be on stage to perform. So perhaps this is the next, you know, project that I might work on for next year.
I'd be very excited to hear it, so
Good.
fingers crossed that that happens. All the best with Dark Sky Island. We wish you all the success in the world, although I don't even think you need it.
Thank you. So kind.